Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Tamid. I hope you guys are doing really well, and I'm doing pretty good too. So today, basically, I'll be reviewing a fragrance from the house of Versace, and it's going to be Versace Dylan Blue, a very popular one. So let's get started. So to start off, I'm gonna just spend some of my seconds showing you the presentation, mainly the box. The box looks pretty good. That's why I'm showing it, honestly. I mean, the sides and everything, it looks pretty good. At the back, informations and stuff like that. And it's EDT concentration, 79% volume. And on the base, you can actually find the batch code and stuff and barcodes, which is pretty nice. I mean, the overall box design with, dark blue, or you could say navy blue or something like that, with the gold accents and stuff, I think it looks pretty nice, honestly. And it's a 200 ml bottle. So there goes that. And now coming to the bottle itself, oops. Oh, that was on the opposite side, but yeah, on the bottle, I mean, the bottle looks, I mean, classy too. It's pretty simple, but it has some, edges to it, so which is pretty nice. As you guys can see, it's not exactly straight from the from the front. It does have, you could say, a belly, like me, a bit of belly from in the front, and there's a very good metallic, you could say, engraving, or you could say just a metallic, almost like a coin, sort of like Versace logo, um, embossed over there or engraved in there. Sticker down the bottom, nothing on the back, and even the back has that edge to it, a back belly, you could say. And the cap is pretty nice. I mean, it's plastic, but I mean, it's okay. So as you guys can see, detailing on the cap as well, the Versace pattern all around the cap, and unfortunately nothing inside the cap, but I think there should be something inside the cap. But anyways, the whole thing is golden. As you guys can see, the nozzle that it comes out of, it's black. And one good thing, Versace is written over here, which sort of gives you that sort of that unique presentation feel, like, okay, you're getting your money's worth for presentation. And then obviously the Medusa head, or the snake head, you could say, on the cap, which is also a good touch. Attention to detail is pretty nice. Now coming to the smell, honestly, this one smells like, you could say, a bit of an aquatic version of Sauvage, with YSL Loam EDT DNA mixed with it. Yep. So if you guys have smelled both, Dior Sauvage and, like Dior Sauvage, but a bit more aquatic, with, you could say, a bit of YSL Loam EDT DNA. You could say it's almost like Armani Acqua di Gio Profondo mixed with Dior Sauvage. That aquaticness that I mentioned, it's sort of like Acqua di Gio Profondo, Dior Sauvage, and then at the dry down, you're gonna get that sort of like a bit of spiciness from Sauvage, and the incensey note with YSL Loam EDT DNA running through it. So this is basically a rundown for it. And if I have to smell, like describe the fragrance in just a few words, I would say it's a fresh, spicy, a bit incensey, but incense is not like, it's not like Bakur, or it's not like, you could say, Arabian Middle Eastern type incense. No, it's almost like incense that you get from Acqua di Gio Parfum or Acqua di Gio Profumo, that sort of incense. But if that incense is like, let's say, a 10, let's just say if that incense is a 10, I would say this incense is like a 7 or a 6 at best. So it's not that incensey, but it has that spicy nature, that black pepper kind of sort of spicy nature running through it. But at the base, you're gonna get that, yeah, that sort of like a bit of sort of the sweetness, sort of the creaminess that you get from YSL Loam EDT. Now, if you haven't smelled any one of those, or if you haven't smelled this one as well, so if I have to break down the smell to you, this one opens up pretty fresh, spicy, as I said, aquatic, fresh, spicy due to that peppery note, and it does have that sort of ambroxan and incense running through it. So the ambroxan sort of, it smells like a bit salty, with a bit of freshness as well, and it basically goes with incense, and as I just said, that a bit of like fresh spicy start. So after this fresh spicy start, it goes around for like around 15 to 20 minutes, I would say, and then it starts becoming, the freshness of the fragrance sort of fades away a bit. Like, I wouldn't say totally fades away, I would say fades away a bit, and then it sort of goes into that, a bit of creamy sweetness sort of style, like almost similar to Vasalome EDT as I just mentioned. However, even though it goes to the creamy sweet side, it doesn't turn into super creamy and sweet. It has that semi-sweet creamy sort of style with that pepperiness and that incensey tone stuck to it. Right. And the more it goes into dry down, the freshness that you're gonna get is it's going to subside. It's going to definitely go away, and then all you gotta be left with that sort of like a slight woodiness to it, that creamy sweetness slight, and then with that incensey nature to it, and the spiciness of the dry down sort of goes away too. So basically, this is the rundown for Versace. What do you call it, Glen Blue, which is pretty okay in my opinion. I mean, it is, you could say a lot of people will say this is generic, and I would agree with them. This is generic, but this is sort of like a hybrid between 2 to 3 fragrances, which is, I mean, pretty nice. Even a hybrid can smell new. Like, right? If you mix 2 or 3 fragrances, it might give you something, a bit of a new sort of thing going on. So that's what I mean, that's what it does basically. Even though it takes ideas from this, but it kind of, has its own spin to it. But anyways, um as I was just saying, like if you are not willing to spend your cash bucks on, let's say, Acqua di Gio Parfum or Acqua di Gio Profumo, I think this is a very good replacement for Acqua di Gio Profumo and Profondo, and also Dior Sauvage. So if you're looking for those sort of alternative from a good brand, definitely this one. Now, coming to the performance side of things, unfortunately, doesn't have that performance that you would expect from, I mean, it does have some performance, but let me just say it. It projects for an hour and 15 minutes. If you get a bit of a cold weather, probably an hour and 30 to hour and 45. If you spray a bit, that there goes the projection. For the first 15 to 20 minutes or so, it's gonna project. People are gonna notice you around, but after that, it maintains 2 feet, 1.5 feet sort of projection. That's about it. Now coming to the longevity side of things, I mean, it did last on my shirt about 8.5 hours. Okay, to be on the safe side, let's just say eight, 7.5. Right, but if you spray a bit more, 8.5, probably stretching to 9. Depends on the weather as well, the humidity and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, let's say for the day, it does get your job done. Let's just say, like, if you are traveling to the office and stuff like that, I mean, it will get your job done. However, I would definitely suggest you to carry a decant of this, because as I said, it doesn't have the projection power, to be honest. So if you carry a decant, and if you just, reapply after the fifth, after the, let's say, after fifth hour, it's definitely gonna, boost it up a bit. It's gonna energize your fragrance a bit. However, like when you're in your fifth hour, I mean, your shift is almost at its end, right? So yeah, there goes another thing. I mean, why even bother carrying a decant then, right? But yeah, just just for, just for the extra measure, basically. So yeah, there goes that, and definitely a summer wear, as I just mentioned. I think not just summer as well. I think you can wear it all year round, apart from dead of winter, in my opinion. I think it's an all year round sort of thing. Uh, Pretty generic, pretty safe, pretty likable too. I think you can also use it for day dates if you're going for a date during the daytime and stuff like that. You can also use it. But yeah, overall, I would say it's a pretty nice one for the office and day dates. So yeah, there goes that. An age range, in my opinion, if you're, let's say, honestly, above 20 would be pretty nice for it, because it has that sort of incense-y, sort of spicy nature to it. I don't think someone below 20, I don't know how this one would smell on someone very young. But if you are a bit more mature, if you are, over 20, let's just say 20, 25, 26, I think it would, I mean, suit you perfectly. So anyways, there goes that. I hope you guys have enjoyed this review. So till then, you guys take care and stay tuned for the upcoming videos as well. All right, guys, take care. Bye bye.